Ladies and gentlemen, it's about time that I posted this video since so many things have changed within Shopify since the last time that I posted a full step-by-step tutorial like this one. Whether you're a beginner interested in learning how to build your first Shopify store, or maybe you've tried and failed with dropshipping in the past, this video is going to be for you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add products to your store, how to build a high converting product page, and also how to customize your Shopify store's theme so that you have a branded store that's ready to begin testing products. And you'll notice in the description beneath this video, I have a link to a free Shopify trial that you can begin right now so that you can follow along this video step by step. And if you're new here, my name is Bruce and this is my channel Ecom. If you have any questions at all, go ahead and drop those in the comments below or shoot me a DM on Instagram at Ecom. If you're ready, let me give you a quick preview of what your store is going to look like by the end of this video. If you follow along this step-by-step video, you'll end up with a high converting store like this that's ready to begin generating sales. I'm about to take you behind the scenes to add products, craft high quality product pages, and customize the store so you can have your own branded website to begin testing products. I hope you're excited because we're about to dive right into the content. In this video, we're going to be adding our first product to the store. And I'd like to use either CJ Dropshipping, Zendrop, or you can also link directly to an AliExpress supplier. In this video, we're going to use CJ Dropshipping to add our very first product to the store. So to go ahead and get started, we're going to select apps, and then we're going to search for CJ Dropshipping. Now, when we're on the App Store, you can see there's a few other options available. De-essers is the app that allows you to link directly to AliExpress. Zendrop is also another one of my favorite apps. But again, for this video, we're going to use CJ Dropshipping. Once we click through, we're going to select Add App, and it is free to install. Now we're going to connect it to our store by selecting Install App at the top right here. Once we land on this page, if you haven't already registered or created a CJ Dropshipping account yet, be sure to click Register. If you already have a CJ Dropshipping account, click Login and Authorize. Once you've registered your account, you'll land on this page. Scrolling down here a little bit, there's all types of guides and trainings that show you how to fulfill orders on the store, how to connect products, how to automatically fulfill orders, all types of different tools that you can use to leverage. To find products on the store, you can browse by the different categories over here on the left-hand side of the screen. You can also check out the trending products and the new products that have been added to their database. If you know what you want to sell though, you can go ahead and search that right here in the search bar. So for this video, we're going to add the automatic self-stirring mug to our Shopify store. And scrolling through the list of products here, you can see there's all different types that we can add. But the one that I like the best is this one right here. One of the reasons why I like this listing so much is because the supplier already provides a bunch of really great images for marketing so that we don't have to take these ourselves. They have 4 colors available, and you can see they have about 48,000 units in stock. The product cost is $6. The estimated shipping fee is around $8 with a $1 service fee. So the total price comes out at around $15. Looking at the right-hand side of the screen over here, you can see where this product ships from. So it's shipping from their Chinese warehouse. If we ship to the United States, we have a few different shipping methods to choose from. So they have options available from 12 to 25 days down to 8 to 18 days. And you can see the different shipping costs. So not much of a difference to get the 8 to 18 days here. To add the product to our store, we'll have to select this button right here to list. And then we have to update the product type. Now we probably don't already have one in here, so we'll have to create our own. So I'll name it Automatic Self-Stirring Mug. And then the vendor will have to add our own as well. I'm just going to go ahead and put our brand name, Crivity. Spell it correctly. There we go. And then we'll confirm both of them. Next, we'll have to update our price. I'm going to go ahead and list these at $39.99. So then I'm going to select the button to list it now. After about 30 seconds, you should get this notification that the product was listed successfully, and then we can check it out on our store by selecting the link right here. Inside of our Shopify dashboard, we see that all of the product details have been imported, as well as all of the images, all of the variants, the pricing, the units that are available at the warehouses. So everything looks like it was successful. Now we're going to want to go ahead and optimize this product page because this is not set up to convert. So we're probably going to get rid of all of the text in here and make it much more marketable. Let's go ahead and get started. To help with the product description, I went over to ChatGPT and gave it a few prompts. The first one I did was I asked it to create a product description for the product. I then asked it to write 5 bullet points and create a unique product title. And that's how we came up with our new product title right here, Stir Magic, the automatic self-stirring mug. Back inside of Shopify, I've already updated the product description using exactly what ChatGPT gave us. So to start, the title now says Stir Magic Automatic Stirring Mug. Then I went ahead and created a headline using the Heading 2 formatting font. And it says, say goodbye to stirring spoons and say hello to Stir Magic. Then I added in a few paragraphs, again, right from ChatGPT using the paragraph format. I then went ahead and entered in one of the product images, and you can do so pretty easily right here by inserting an image and then choosing from any of the product images that are available. Scrolling down a little bit more, I added in another header followed up by 5 bullet points. I dropped in another image. And then I had a few additional callouts here for the 4-hour battery life, spill-proof lid, and perfectly mixed drinks. Scrolling down a little bit more, I always love adding in some sort of incentive for the customers to buy. So right here, I say 30% off for a limited time only. Then I also go explain the 30-day money-back guarantee with the badge. Let's preview the product page and I'll show you a few more things that we should update. So starting at the top here, you can see the colors beige, fresh green, girl pink, moon white. I think those look good. But then we have this unnecessary capacity drop down. I'm going to make sure that we delete that so that all we have up here are the colors. Scrolling down, the header looks good, paragraphs look good, images look good to go. We're going to clean these up. We're going to get rid of a lot of these images here. But overall, the product page is starting to come together. We're also missing the Buy Now button. Again, that's something that we will update in a later video when we actually update our store theme. But for now, let's go ahead and update some of these images and take away this unnecessary capacity dropdown. To get rid of the capacity option, we're going to scroll down here to variants. I'm going to select edit on capacity and just going to go ahead and get rid of it. If we wanted to update any of the colors, we could do so by selecting edit and changing any of the values right here and then choosing done. Anytime you make an update to the product page, always be sure to select save. Previewing the product page again, you can see we have successfully removed that variant. Now the next thing I want to do is update the pricing. So at the bottom of the product page, I said that we are selling the product for 30% off right now for a limited time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a compared price with a strike through that shows that discount. And to do so, we'll head back on over and choose to edit the pricing right here. So we'll set the compared price to, let's say, $49.99. And then 30% off of that is $34.99. Click save. And we will go ahead and do that for all of the products. And I'll show you what that looks like on the product page. And as you can see, we now have that strike through. So it used to be $49.99 and now we're currently selling it for $34.99. Now let's go ahead and update the images. Let's start by rearranging the colors in the order that they appear on our store. So currently we have the order as beige, fresh green, girl pink, and moon white. If I want to show the pink one first, I'm going to move it right here like so, and then click save. Rearranging the order of the images is as easy as dragging and dropping it, just like so. So pink, beige, then we got fresh green, and then we got the moon white, like so. Now let's go ahead and get rid of some of these additional images that really aren't necessary. So I like this one. I'm going to remove this one just by selecting delete. And I'm also going to remove all of the ones that have this text. Taking one last look at the store here, the images look a lot better. It's much more clean. There's not as many random images with text that doesn't match our website. So overall, this is a much better experience for the customers. One last tip before we move on, we're going to shorten the URL link for this product page. So you can see the URL handle pulled in the original long title that we had for the product. So we're going to go ahead and update it so that it's short. It looks a lot better. So you can see now it's going to say Stir Magic Automatic Stirring Mug. Click Save, and you're good to go. Now, once you've added a few more products to your store using that process, we're going to set up a collection. So I'm going to update this homepage collection, and I'm going to name it Best Sellers. And this is going to be a group of products that are merchandised together. We can use it inside of our Shopify theme to set up different pages and merchandise multiple products at the same time together. So the current setup, or the current order that we have this in is Glow Smart, Luminist, Flow Wave, and Stir Magic. So I want to manually update the order of these. So I'm going to put the Stir Magic automatic stirring mug first, and then I'm going to set up the image to be the pink mug, just like so, and then click save. Now you can easily create a new collection by selecting this button right here. And this is great if you sell products in multiple categories. So let's say we're going to set this up for home goods. I'm going to manually add the products. So I'm going to click save, and now I'm going to go to the products. And I'll go inside of each one, and on the right hand side of the screen over here, we can choose to add it to multiple collections. So we'll add this one to home goods, we'll add the alarm clock to home goods, and we can go ahead and do this for all of them if we wanted to. Click save. And when we go back to collections now, you can see that we have these two products added. We can go ahead and update the image as needed, but this is just great for organizing your store and helping customers shop more easily. I'm glad you made it to this part of the video. I know sometimes going behind the scenes like that can be a little boring, but now I'm about to show you how to set up your navigation menus. That's going to be your main menu and your footer menu so that we can then begin customizing the Shopify store. Before we begin customizing the theme on our store, we will need to update the navigation menus. And if you see here on the left-hand side of the screen under Online Store, select Navigation, and then you'll have options to update both the main menu and the footer menu. So let's start with the main menu. The first link that will update is the second one right here that's currently titled Catalog. Whenever we're testing a product, we want to make sure that that one appears on the main menu. So to do so, we will select Edit, we'll get rid of all products, and we'll find the product that we are testing. So we're going to be testing the Stir Magic to start. I'm going to update this to Stir Magic and select Apply Changes. And always be sure to save the menu. Now, anytime a customer selects this link up top, it's going to take them directly to the product page. Next, I want to move the Track Your Order page up. Easy to do, you just drag and drop. And then I want to change the Contact button to say Contact Us. And it's already set up with the Contact theme, so just select Apply Changes and then Save Menu. Now the main menu is short and it's set up to drive traffic to the Stir Magic page. It builds trust with customers by having the Track Your Order and the Contact Us pages available. I think we're good to go. Let's move on to the footer menu. To get started, we'll come back to the navigation page and then select Footer Menu. Currently, the only link available allows customers to search our store. Now we'll want to go in and create links for those policy pages that we created earlier. So we'll select the button right here to add the menu item, and then we're going to search for the link. So we'll come down to policies, and the first one that I typically like to add is the shipping policy. And then I'll do the same thing for the refund policy. And we'll continue with the terms of service and the privacy policy. And then click Save. I also like to add the Contact Us page, so I'll come to Link, Pages, Contact, change this to Contact Us, select Add, and then I'll move this up to the second spot right here. Just like that, and then click Save Menu. And just like that, we have both navigation menus set up. Okay, now that we have our navigation menu set up, let's begin customizing the store's theme. Let's begin customizing our store's theme. And to do so, we're going to select Online Store and then Themes. Now, typically when you sign up for a new Shopify account, the default theme will be Dawn. They also have a handful of free themes available, and the one that we're going to use for this video is Sense. So to add it, you just select the button there. And once it loads, we're going to publish it to our store. The Sense theme has been downloaded. Now we're going to publish it. Now the theme is live on our store, and so to begin editing it, we're going to select the button right here to customize. Shopify has come a long way in making it as easy as possible to update the theme on your store. So anyone can do this. You don't need any coding background or technical skills. Really, the way that it's set up on the left-hand side of the screen over here, you can see the different sections that are available to update. We can also easily add sections here. You can also click in inside the store in case you don't know what section you're in. And then on the right-hand side of the screen is where we can update all the content that appears on each section. The very first thing we're going to do is update the color palette on the store. And to do so, we'll go to Theme Settings and then select Colors. Now I'm going to head back on over to Canva and I'm going to grab the color code for this blue right here, because we want the colors on our store to match our logo. So accent 1 we'll change this to that blue color. Accent 2, we'll do the same thing. This second gradient, we'll go ahead and remove. The text color, we want to make sure that this is solid black. It's currently set up as a light purple. The outline button, we'll also want to make this black. So the first background, we'll make this one pure white. Gradient 1 background, we'll go ahead and make this all white as well. Background 2, we'll go ahead and make this one white as well. A background 2 gradient we can play around with a little bit. We'll enter in our color code. So we'll make this first one a little bit lighter. We'll make this one a little bit darker. And this last one we'll keep as the color code. Now that looks good. And I believe we have our colors set up, so we can go ahead and click save. Now let's go back to the sections and we'll begin by updating this announcement bar here. To do so, we'll click into the section and then the welcome to our store. So we're going to want to update this text. And the current promo that we're running on the site is 30% off today only. And then we'll do shop now. We can also play around with the color scheme here. So we currently have it set to background 2. If we do the inverse, it goes to black and white. So whatever you think looks good for your store, you can set it up pretty easily right here. And another thing, we're going to be optimizing our website for mobile since we'll be running ads on TikTok. So whenever we make the updates from here on out, we want to make sure that we're optimizing it using the mobile option right here. Now let's go ahead and update our logo here. So on the right-hand side of the screen, once we've selected header, we'll select theme settings. And then under logo, we'll select the image that we've uploaded for the logo. And we can update the size right here. Okay, that looks good to go. And then we can also select our favicon image that we uploaded already. Perfect, that looks good to go. And remember, the favicon is what pops up in desktop right here in the tab. It's not as important in mobile, but it's good that we go ahead and set it up now. Great, so now we've updated the announcement bar, the header. Let's go ahead and update this first image with text. Now, since this is currently a general store, since we'll be testing multiple products and we don't have a good sense of what our winning product will be, we're gonna make this section as generic as possible. So with the image that we're gonna select, we'll scroll through the different sections here and find one that just brings good vibes to the store. So since we're getting into the summer, I went ahead and added this photo right here, and I actually found it on Canva. I didn't really see any images that I liked within Shopify's platform, so I went over to Canva and looked up summer vibes, and this is one of the pictures that came up. Again, not super important what we put here, just something generic. So let's go ahead and update this description. And we could say something like, summer is finally here. And then we'll add some text underneath. And we'll make it a subtitle, and we'll say, shop the latest and greatest goods from our brand. It's called Crivity with confidence. Perfect, and then click save. Scrolling down, we'll come to the featured products section, and I'm going to change this to shop best sellers. And while this is a generic store, since we're just testing products right now, the collection that we'll be linking to will be all products. Once we find that winning product and we can dial that in, we'll add that single product to this section right here. But for now, we'll go ahead and click save. After this featured collections page, I'm going to add a section and I'm going to add another image with text. And the first thing I'm going to do is update the color scheme to the background too, so that it matches this section up here. And in this section, I'm going to talk about how customers can trust our website, how orders will be processed and shipped within 24 to 72 hours. I found another image of somebody relaxing in a hammock on Canva. So let's go ahead and add that image here like so. And then let's update this text. So again, we want them to shop with confidence. And in the text underneath, we'll make sure this is a subtitle. And we'll say something like, Every order is personally inspected to ensure quality is on point. Every single customer. Orders are processed in 24 to 72 hours, and tracking information is shared as fast as possible. Next, we'll take this button and we'll move it above that section. And for the button label, again, we'll say Shop Now. And we'll link it to all of the products. Perfect. Then the last step that we're going to do here is we'll have this overlap just to give it some contrast. I think this looks a little bit better. So we'll click Save. Now let's update the email sign up here. I don't think subscribe to our emails really entices customers to give us their email address. So we'll say something like want discounts. I think the rest of the text is good to go. Join our email list for exclusive offers and the latest news. We'll click Save. Now we can update this footer section. So we'll turn off this follow on shop. We'll turn off the social media icons. We can leave the language selectors. Let's turn on the payment icons. We'll show the policies. And I think that's good to go. So we'll click Save. Now the home page is set up and it's ready to begin testing products. And remember, this page really isn't too important. The main purpose is just to make it look good, because when we're driving traffic from our paid ads, we'll be taking customers directly to the product page. So really, we just want to set this up in case customers decide to browse the store and they land on the home page. We just want it to look good. So this is all set up. Let's begin updating the product page theme by selecting products up top and then the default product page. Let's start by switching back over to mobile. Then on the left-hand side of the screen, the very first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this vendor. Perfect. Next, I'm going to add a subtitle underneath our title. So let me add a text block and drag it up. Cool. Now I'm going to say something like 30% off plus free shipping ends tonight. Save. Perfect. That looks good right there. Next, I'm going to remove this share option because I don't want to take customers off the website. Then I'm going to add a block for a collapsible row. I'm actually going to add two of these. One is going to be for shipping and the next is going to be for the return policy. So the first collapsible row, I'm going to say shipping, and the icon I'm going to choose will be the, let me see if I can find it, the truck right here. Perfect. And then I'm going to say, we offer fast and free 7 to 14 day shipping within the USA. Processing times take 24 to 72 hours. So look out for an email with your tracking number in 3 days at the latest. Great. Click Save. The next collapsible row that I'm going to add is going to say return policy. I'm going to select the return icon and then say we offer frictionless returns. If you don't like it, return it. The only thing we are picky about is that you get the product returned within 30 days of your purchase. And click Save. So those are typically the two bottlenecks that customers come into when deciding to purchase a product or not. So we've answered both those questions right here on the product page. Next, we're going to update the reviews down here. This is currently set up as a list and I don't really like how it looks. It takes too long to scroll and it's not really optimized for mobile. So we're going to change this to a carousel, which allows customers to swipe between the reviews from left to right. I think this looks a lot better. Congrats, you've now set up your optimized product page to begin driving traffic from TikTok to your Shopify store. It's ready to begin converting. Now, the last piece that we'll want to go ahead and update is the checkout page. You'll notice that the logo currently isn't added to the page and the color scheme is just a little bit off from the rest of the website. So to add the logo, we'll just come back and update the one that we've already submitted. We'll center it and we'll play around with the logo size to make sure that it looks good. Cool, we'll click Save. Next, we'll just want to update the colors on this checkout page. So we'll go to accents and just use the one that we already saved. Cool, so now that all looks good to go. Now sometimes when you're updating a new theme, the apps do get turned off. So we'll go over to the apps right here and make sure that all of these are turned on, and then click save. Now let's go ahead and remove the password from the website so that people can access it when they go to our domain. Congrats, you've now completed all of the modules to begin setting up your store. Everything looks good to go. This is what it will look like on mobile. We can now begin running TikTok ads, driving traffic to your website, and begin getting sales. I hope you got some value from that video. My goal was to show you behind the scenes everything that you need step by step to begin building a store that's ready to begin testing products. If you had any questions at all about anything in that video or something else, be sure to comment those down below. And again, you can shoot me a DM anytime on Instagram at ecomcom. And lastly, if you like this video and you're not already subscribed, be sure to do that now so that you don't miss out on any more content like this. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.